York memories. See the city with Dawn Marie and hang in Little Italy. R.I.P. South Factory. The real party is Kings County. The songs about music all around. That's where she found the Brooklyn sound. New York music, it makes her dance. She hears the music, hears her chance. Brooklyn music, she takes her stance. She hears the music, hears her chance. Her large Italian family, they taught her hospitality, empathy, humanity, and strength in her community. Her justice call, defiant tone, rings out from her Long Island home. New York music, it makes her dance. She hears the music, hears her chance. Brooklyn music, she takes her stance. She hears the music, hears her chance. She's so damn cool, so smart and quick. She's old school, this New York chick. Brooklyn music, she takes her stance. She hears the music, hears her chance. Brooklyn music, her justice dance. They face the music, they got no chance.
Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday night, December 17th at 7:38 p.m. on the East Coast. And it is a week before Christmas. I just wanted to come live and say hello to everybody. Welcome in from Auntie Deb. I see you guys coming in. What's up, everybody? What's up, Ernie Birdie? What's good, Adam? Darlene. Hey, James, good to see you, buddy. What's up, Melissa? Hey, I know it's so crazy out there. Listen, I just got home and the traffic was insane. And I'm like, you know what? What better night than to go live a week before Christmas? And the insanity is just insane. Beamer, good to see you. Des, good to see you. I know, I love that song. And I got to give it up to Melissa with the one ass over here. I appreciate that. Darlene Wolf, what's good, my friend? What's good? I know. So, listen, what's going on, everybody? Auntie Deb Raid, one of my most favorite people, keeps it real. Nothing like Auntie Deb, right? Just gives it to you straight. Nothing like a good aunt and uncle to just straighten your asses out. A good crack on the behind from Auntie Deb. So what's popping? Hey, Lexi, good to see you. I know. There's so much to be done still a week before Christmas. Isn't it so crazy? I know. So what's going on? Keep me a little busy over here. I'll keep you guys entertained for a little bit in the chat. There's a lot of things that have been going on today. I saw that we had some information breaking on the what's it called? The Gilgo Beach. Rex Heuermann. I'm glad about that. So what is that? That's number 7 for him. So, wow. Climbing to the top with the whole situation for the Long Island serial killer. Yeah. Let me see. Let me scroll up here. Hang on. Yes. Merry almost Christmas, everyone. Yeah. And total mayhem with the United Healthcare situation. I know. I don't even want to touch that. So we won't. We will not do that. James, I haven't seen you in forever. We go back way, way, way back. I'm glad you found it over here, though. So what's everybody doing? I know that it's people have vacation now. People are, listen, the roads are insane. I must have seen 5 car accidents on the way home, and I don't go that far to get back here. I said, wow, what is going on? Insanity. Des, it's always good to see you. So adorable. So yeah, I definitely didn't plan for dinner tonight. I said, you know what? We are just going to wing it. This Tuesday felt like a Thursday. I don't know why. Just racing through the week here. I was looking at a couple of wish lists that some people had out, and I was like, wow. I actually was just looking at somebody's list, and they had 2 Rolex watches. I was like, oh my God. What do I got to do to get a Rolex over here? What do I got to do to get what was that? A Seiko? I'll take a Seiko. Hello. What in the business? Shit feels more like a Sunday. I know. Tell the truth, Darlene. Well, maybe for you, but for me, I felt like today was a Tuesday. I felt like it was a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, and 2 Fridays. Jesus God. Oh, hold on, James. We'll figure that out. Kitty Q, good to see you. Cleo, Eileen. So, oh, what's up, Patrick? Yeah, no, it's getting crazy out there. You're just yeah, it is a total week bleed for me. Yes. It's just mayhem. But you know what? Like I had to stop at Walmart on my way home and I said, "You know what? It's not that crazy in here actually." So, which I was kind of happy about that because I actually had to return something a little early for returns, but I said, "You know what? I had to wait online a little longer than I'd liked, but I said, all right, whatever." Yes, I know, Darlene, again. I said, let me get this out of the way because you know when you buy something and you're like, oh, I gotta return that, but then you like throw it in the corner of the house somewhere and you're like, well, whatever. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna be a good girl and I'm gonna go take that back because you know what? That is just not necessary. I don't need that. And so I took it back. You not even started. You know what? I tried to make a little dent in what I could, and yeah. I had to get a couple of things, but like, like stupid little things. Like I try to get like little stocking stuffer things out of the way. Oh, love and respect to you, James. It's always good to see you. Yeah, you just lose receipts. I know. The girl was actually really good about taking the stuff back because I used a card. So she was like, I'll just put this back on the card. I'm like, all right. Well, and then she said that, the weather wasn't that great out. So she's like, the thing is just spinning and spinning. I'm like, come on, lady, just come move. Let's go. As you watch people like at the register, and I'm like, listen, they take the money really fast, but they're really slow to give it back. I said, I see how you guys are. It's all right. I'll wait. It's fine. I'll stand over here and just take your time. It's fine. I don't have anywhere to be. I mean, I've only just been out working for 12 hours, but take your time. Hey, Sunkissed Soul, good to see you. Listen, I'm constantly throwing receipts away. Anyone that knows me and knows me in real life, like I hate just things piling up. And so like I'll just throw everything away. I'm like, you know what? I don't need this. Throw it out. Just get rid of it. If it's, laying around, just, what's that old rule? If you haven't used it in a couple of months, you don't need it, just throw it out. I'm like, just throw it out or give it away. Just get rid of it. You don't need it. And then 6 months goes by and you're like, well, I kind of need that. And so, or I haven't seen this in a while. And I'm like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Or, I'm like, ooh, shit, I threw that away. Eileen, is it December already? I'm so behind. I'm telling my family we'll celebrate in January. Yeah, whatever. October, November, skip. And just go right into January. Who cares? It's no big deal. The more and more people that I talk to, everybody just wants to like kind of skip this month anyway. So, and that's fine. I'm totally down with it. Like you can skip this month, take the bills with it too. Skip right over January. We could slide right into February. I'm okay with that. Put it down where you don't lose it, but you lose it. Yeah, Darlene, always the story of my life. It's fine. I'm like, don't worry about it. It'll turn up. Wasn't that like your mother's favorite response to something like, "Oh, don't worry about it, honey. It'll turn up." And you're like, "Ma, I lost my earrings." "Oh, it'll turn up." Oh. Texas girl, good to see you. You have a lot of baking to do, Kitty Q. Yeah. I definitely baked some things during Christmas. I mean, I'm sorry, Thanksgiving. So, what are you guys baking? What are you gonna make? Not when you're one of five. Oh, Darlene. Darlene, what are you making for Christmas? Are you cooking? What are you doing? What are you guys doing for the holidays? James, good thing I don't feel blue here. That would be sad. Oh, well. Hey, listen. Hang on a second, guys. Uh, hang on one second. Hang on. I'll be right back. Hang on. Ooh, cookies and pies. That sounds so good. You know, this after this holiday, that's it. Back to the gym, full throttle. Like, no more, no more. Like 5 days a week, gym, gym, gym. I was doing so good up until Thanksgiving morning. That's it. Forget it. All bets are off. Yeah, it's not easy to do. I know. Listen, and then you get into that like routine of like there's a lot of work to do and it's just so much is going on. I'm being pulled in like 10 different directions this time of year. It's a lot, right? Gadsden said he was going to try and make a video of making my chocolate chunk pecan pie. Oh, get out of here. We have to tune into that. That's for sure. Nothing like watching a man cook, stand over his shoulder, make him sweat. I got a microphone and I wanted to try to hook it up here while I was on a live with you guys, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Let me see if I could do it while I'm here with you guys. Let me see. Does this work? No? Oh, well, I don't think that's going to work. I'll have to try that another time. I tried to make like a private live, like a private StreamYards to test it out myself. And I was like, I'm probably going to need somebody to come up here and help me. I'm like, I can't do this by myself. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. James, you're not the only guy here. Get out of here. Darlene, no nuts in this house. Allergies for the sun, Lisa. Oh, listen. You do that thing where you make one with nuts and then one without. You're a good mom, Darlene. Eileen, what are you making? Eileen, I don't know. I'd like to make a reservation. You know what? This year, let's see. I got to call my mom actually. I don't know what I'm going to make this year. I am totally at a loss of what I am going to make. Thanksgiving, I did a lot of the desserts and stuff. This year, I think I'm going to get stuck helping with the dinner. I have a feeling I have to make a phone call tomorrow. I think I'm going to have to phone a friend. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you. See, there's your other guy right there. Uh, biscotti. Oh, you guys are gonna make me so hungry. See, I told you I could talk about food for an hour. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Should I post my biscotti recipe on Domarie's Discord? Yes, you should. I think you should. Darlene, I just burn calories walking and playing Pokemon. Oh, do you really? Darlene, what is this? We went to Universal Studios one year, and I remember saying to my daughter, I was just like, what are I remember looking down and I was seeing these things like posted up in like the bushes, and she was like, "Don't touch that. They're like putting rocks in the." I said, "What is this?" Little things all over the place, and I guess the kids were like putting things throughout the theme park. And she was like, "Don't touch that." I said, "What do you mean, don't touch it? Like what?" And like the kids were like running around trying to pick these things up. I was like, "Oh, there's like a whole thing going on in here. Like, is this a Potter thing?" And so, of course, like I had questions. I'm like, I have questions. What's going on in here? Like, they're running around playing a whole scavenger thing inside. Like, there's like millions of things to do in the theme parks. Why are they playing scavenger games? Like, go on a freaking ride. Like, there's nobody online for Transformers. Why are you burying rocks in the theme park? I don't understand. Where's your mother? I have questions. Go find your mom. Don't worry, what channel? Hey, listen, put it in the drama room. I don't care. Remember, I'm Discord tarded. What time is yoga? I got my mat. Yes, bring the yoga mat. I'm telling you, yoga, Pilates, let's do it all. I'm down for it. We need to walk the neighborhood. It's funny, like every once in a while, like I'll take a walk with my dad and we'll walk around the neighborhood and, we'll tell stories of, or he will tell me stories of the olden days. And I'll just laugh because my dad has some amazing stories of when he grew up and stuff. And I just laugh because I'm like, you know what? You have the most amazing stories of Brooklyn and back in the day. So I'm like, you know what? There's nobody that's got better stories than you, man. Got to definitely come on my show one day. What's up, retired Irish detective? Good to see you. We were just talking about you. You're down for eating lots of candy? Oh, yeah? You hear the Brooklyn accent? That's right. What's good? Princess Mish, it's so good to see you. You walk around school for 2 hours, get lots of steps in. Listen, I know when I walk with my dad, he's got to get steps in. And I'm like, listen, buddy, I'm trying to keep up with you. But, thinking for myself, good to see you. You got the Suffolk accent. Yes, Darlene, I just talked to Darlene on the phone yesterday. She has a very heavy accent. We were talking about like you can't get in Florida, you can't get a good egg sandwich. And I said, you know what? You can't. Down here, everybody knows the best pizza place, the best Chinese food place. Bullshit. No, get out of here. No, you don't. I'll be honest with you. The best place I found for Chinese food was outside. It was a tiny little Chinese restaurant outside in Orlando. Believe it or not, it was probably the best Chinese food that I had down here ever. And so every time I go up there, I tell my husband, I'm like, listen, this place is like the jump off giant Chinese food. And I'm a real New Yorker. Who the hell? North Dakota accent. Get out of here. North Dakota. New York bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. See, that's what I'm talking about. Or an everything bagel. Like, when you have a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, just forget it. Chinatown in New York, it's like Wo Hop. If you've been to Wo Hop in New York, you know real Chinese food. Egg salad. Listen, you resort to eating egg salad down here because, you just can't. You give up. Pizza, bagels, yeah. I love when my mom says bagels. She's like, I need a bagel. Yeah, we need New York Chinese pizza. Or I'll talk to somebody down here and they'll say to me, I know the best pizza down here. I'm like, oh my God, here we go with the best Brooklyn pizza. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. Stop naming your restaurants after Brooklyn pizza. Like, it's just not the same. Yeah, first stop, Wo Hop. Like, good Chinese if you know Wo Hop. Listen, a knish, Dennis, I bought a thing of knishes at Publix not that long ago, and it was $7.99 for two knishes. I'm like, what the hell? What is up with the markup in a freaking knish? I mean, I thought a knish and a can of soda was like $1.25. Like, it's just a freaking potato. I don't understand. What is with the knish? But this is the big thing. Like, do you put ketchup or mustard on a knish? Or both? You still have a business card from WoHop? Darlene, you win a pen. Judy Ron, send her a pen. Cheryl, good to see you. Mustard. Yeah, every once in a while I would love to put ketchup on a knish, though. I'm not going to lie. I think it was a little bit of the Polish in me coming out. Mustard on a knish. Patrick. What about a pretzel in New York? I used to love walking around New York City and get a pretzel. Well, what about the nuts this time of year? I'm sure they still have the nuts in Manhattan, right? They get the nuts in a bag. Like that little paper, like in a cone. Who said North Dakota? Are you still in here? North Dakota. Brandon, good to see you. Lots of nuts in Manhattan. Yes. There you are. James, I didn't know you were from Dakota. Dakota. That's definitely like another whole type of an accent. I can hear it. It's definitely strong in some people when they talk. And they're like, you have an accent. No, you have an accent. No, you have an accent. No, you have an accent. I don't have an accent. You have an accent. You're originally from Minnesota? Get out. Well, that's an accent too. Minnesota. I have to grill any pretzel. I just buy that. I buy just for that New York thing. Let's look at you, Dennis. Grilled as a pretzel. That's what I'm talking about. Only a little bit nuts, just a little bit. Listen, if you lived in New York, you can handle anything. Johnny Kramer, what's up, buddy? Alien drones. Oh no, we got a roll call here. Oh, let's listen, James Moen. You better chill out, buddy. Cheryl, you do have an accent. Listen, Cheryl, you have an accent. I don't have an accent. You're thinking for myself. You have to be loco to be saying, yeah, you do. Listen, Darlene, it's another whole thing, It's just it bees like that. It was so nice to talk to her on the phone yesterday. What a nice person. There's some really good people here. I've met some really, really nice people. I've met some shitty ones too, but I've met some really, really nice ones. That's for sure. I love the people that call it for what it is. And no, you don't have an accent. Can those drones bring me some Brooklyn pizza in Colorado? Right? I have a New York Italian accent. Yeah, I mean, it's debatable. So do you guys think that they're going to link this Rex Heuermann to more murders or what? What do you think? Pepper, you don't have a shitty one. Pepper is the best. Pepper, you're so stealth. Darlene, I still got it. Yeah, you think so? I don't know. It all depends, Well, when I talk to my family a lot, it comes out, and then, it just all depends, like the more and more people that I talk to, I guess it comes out more. I don't know. Tip of the iceberg. You think it's going to be over 20, Brandon? Yeah, I do too. I think he definitely had lots of bodies. sick man. I think he definitely he was involved in a lot. I think they're going to start really uncovering a lot. I mean, it's surprising how little they've, they said in a short time, right? Like homeboy's going to be linked to Cali down south here, New Jersey, Darlene said. Yeah, I in my opinion, right? Yeah, no, allegedly all in opinion and yeah, the poor women and families. Well, that was the Valerie Mack. God rest her soul. I definitely think that unfortunately there's going to be a lot more. And we'll see what happens. They confirmed the basement today, push pins, and listen, that is some sick, twisted things that what I don't understand too is that neighborhood that a house is in, there's so many retired police that live in that area too. Like, did they not see anything? Did they not know anything? Like, or did they? Did they know? Did they say? I mean, maybe they should just maybe they're coming forward. Maybe they, you know, what did they know? Like, what did they see? Like, that has to be absolutely insane to think what secrets are in that neighborhood there. Maybe they work the night shift. Darlene, I thought the same thing today. I said I was talking to somebody and I said, you know what? There has to be a lot of things and like chitter chatter in that neighborhood of people that are like, yep, I knew it. Like there's something about that guy or, you just know, like, your neighbors, like you got to know. Like, are there any are there no nosy neighbors anymore? Nah, Arlene. Yeah, there are. There are. I mean, listen, people that they're working that and they get busy and stuff, but listen, you gotta be aware. You gotta know what's going on around. You gotta pay attention. Yeah, big money night shift. Yep. Yeah, hit that like button. Did they link Amber to him? I don't know. Did they link Amber? Do you guys know? In Long Island, we are all nosy. Well, I mean, to be honest, like I didn't really know a lot of what went on with my neighbors when I lived up there. I mean, I stayed to myself for the most part. I worked a lot too, but like nowadays you really have to be aware. You got to know who your neighbors are. You got to know what's going on. You got to really know what the frig is going on. You got to know. Like, yeah, Suffolk PD is the highest paid in the nation. I mean, pay attention to what's going on around there. Yeah, and the houses are so close up there, especially in Nassau right there in Massapequa. The houses like are sitting on top of each other. All my neighbors are a mile apart and I still know all of them and we still look out for each other. Yeah, Texas girl. I mean, you just gotta, like, I don't know. I was talking with Giuliani the other day. He said that aliens are taking only beautiful women. Nothing to worry about. Johnny, good. I'm safe then, right? Perfect. Appreciate that. Oh, God. Too funny. Yeah, Darlene, listen, the houses are so close to one another. I just don't understand how all of that stuff went on, like in his house and like, I mean, I know the neighbor like said something like, "Oh, you're looking at my wife or whatever," but like, I mean, did that neighbor not hear nothing? Like, how soundproofed was that house, or how did he soundproof that basement so much that you didn't hear anything? Like, I don't know. Allegedly, whatever. Oh man. Oh geez. Eileen, my neighborhood I grew up in, every mom was everyone's mom. We knew everything in a good way. Yeah, no, exactly. Listen, you know, that's how I grew up. I mean, like My grandmother, she knew everything. She knew everybody. You couldn't get anything past her, but that's just how it is. That's how the old school was. They looked out for each other. That's how it is too. Like my parents are the same. Like you got to know what's going on. You got to be in the know. You got to watch. I do the same thing. I know what's going on. I'm very aware of the surroundings. You got to pay attention. You know, look out for your kids. I mean, you just got to be that way. Uh, but he did do killings in his house. You know what, Johnny? I don't know. Like, I think there's just so much that's gonna come out. There's just from Suffolk. He did the killings in. Uh, he did some in the house, but I feel mostly as a hunting. Yeah, you know what, Darlene? There's gonna be a lot that's going to. Don't worry, if Burke didn't run the FBI out back in 2010, they would have caught him. His info was in the file. Yeah, Brandon, it's crazy what everything that happened. So we shall see. So anyway, let's talk more about Christmas. In a week till Christmas. Is anybody traveling? You guys have like insane travel going on? East Coast, West Coast, like are you guys staying home? What are you guys doing? Yeah. I still can't believe Christmas is a week away. What about New Year's Eve? Do you guys have New Year's Eve plans? Listen, Judy Ron's going live in 20 minutes for that Luigi Mangione. That's going to be good. Yeah, staying home on New Year's Eve. I know. I feel like that hey Sanders, good to see you. Yeah, well now they're saying that well, I think they're going to look to charge him for act of terrorism or supposedly allegedly. I mean, we shall see. Yeah, thinking for myself, no plans for the holidays, right? I know a lot of people are just laying low. First degree now, Princess Mish, it's going to be lower and lower, and we shall see how that plays out too. Fire and champagne. Eileen, that sounds so nice to just lay low. Mm. Hey, James, have a happy holiday to you too. Happy New Year, buddy. Melissa, I hope one of the creators we all follow has a happy New Year's Eve. I'll have a New Year's Eve party because my kids are 21 and 23. New Year's that have other plans. Yeah, I'm sure somebody will. Listen, New Year's Eve always is like Dick Clark, and it's always the same old, same old. Like everybody just the bands play, and it's always like LL Cool J or somebody in New York where it's like absolutely freezing out. Everybody just watches the ball drop, and it's 2025, and that's it. It's the same old, same old. Yeah, subscribe to Sanders. Him and his wife are adorable. I absolutely love their channel. Guys have like the best little conversations. They sit in their living room and It's like Joey Brooklyn. Joey Brooklyn just chills out at the fire and just hangs out. Like I sit here in my little studio and hang out. Ron sits in his little studio and hangs out. And then you have Sanders and sits in his little area in his little living room with his wife. Oh, I love them. You guys cook dinner. I caught them one time like cooking dinner and I was like, "Oh, you guys are making me so hungry." What is that? You had beef and reef burgers? Nice. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. That's right. Hit the like for Hanukkah. These are the best streams. You know what, Patrick? I agree. We have to take a little bit of a break from the true crime and the craziness and all of that stuff and just shoot the shit. I am about it. What are reef burgers? Good question, Cheryl. I have no idea, but it sounds good. James, you better just chill out. Burgers, just burgers sounds good. You know what? That sounds, there's nothing like going to like a local, like, I don't want to call it like a pub because that makes me sound old, but like my grandmother, she used to live in Brooklyn, and so there was like a bar across the street by her house, and they like, I remember as kids, like, yeah, like, we'd go like run across the street and we'd get my grandmother like a pack of cigarettes or whatever. And we go into the bar and you could smell like the hamburgers or, whatever they were cooking in there. And, there'd be people in there like having a drink or, and they'd have like the little cigarette machine or whatever. And we, probably weren't allowed to do it, but we'd run across the street and we'd get her like a pack of her cigarettes. Yeah, pub food is the best, or bar food, whatever. But like, go for like a hamburger, whatever. I know, right? A good old hamburger at the bar. You go to the farm to get your burgers. There you go. Lots of German food in North Dakota. You had meatloaf tonight? Oh, with mashed potatoes and green beans. That is so New York. That is such a comfort New York dinner. I remember growing up, we could have that like once a week. That was just a staple dinner. Like you knew you'd be like meatloaf, mashed potatoes, green beans. That was at least a once a week. The reef part is the crab cake on top of the burger. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Well, that would make sense. Reef, hello. Thinking for myself, it is too late for me to start thinking, but thank you. Black Rose, hi. Merry Christmas early to you too. Good to see you. Kids both had practice tonight, but tomorrow we're having steamed crab legs. Oh, Kitty Q, I'm coming to your house. I'm telling you, Kitty Q has like the best food all of the time. Yes, the best and the worst. I'm telling you. I know. Thank you. I'm driving there. No joke. We like food. Yeah, we do. Black Rose, I hope you're doing good. You're so cute. Always so nice. She's always so supportive. She wanted me to start a channel too. Always so like there for me, and she's always there for Duty Ron. Such a nice lady. Black Rose. My list of what I can take is shorter than what I can't take. Oh, Darlene. Yeah, no, Black Rose. Nobody mess with Black Rose. She's like such a good lady. Okay, hold on a second. Patrick, I'm so happy you started your channel. Always fun hanging out with you. Oh, Patrick, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's funny because I wasn't going to do it. And then I said, you know what? And then my friend Michelle, she said the same thing. She was like, you should really start a channel. And then I said, listen, don't make me go live. There was so many things that I wanted to start saying. And I was like, you know what? Don't make me go live. Don't make me go live. Don't make me start talking shit. Don't make me start saying things. Oh, someone's having stuffed peppers. Oh my God, with the food. I can't. I love it. Mess with that Rose. You're not going to be happy with us New Yorkers. That's right. Don't mess with my Black Rose. She is my lady. James, thank you. I really appreciate it. It was just the kind of thing that I was like, you know what? I'm ready. Like I didn't say anything for a really long time. And I love going into chats and helping people out and just, whatever. Hit the like, subscribe. Like I don't care. Hit the dislike. I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. The other night in Mike's chat. Yeah, there's a lot of really good channels out there. There's a lot of fact-based channels, and then there's a lot of not so fact-based channels. And then there's a lot of just like shoot the BS channels too that are pretty good too. So, I mean, listen, I told you this, it was time for me to do this, and I wasn't really ready. I'll be honest with you. Like, I really wasn't ready to do this, but I told a couple of my friends, I was like, listen, if I can figure this out and I can, I found StreamYard and I was like, okay, I found it. So we were playing around and I was like, okay, I can do this. And I said, all right, I'm going to go live. And then I saw the button and said, hit live. And I said, okay, go live. And it went live. And I was like, oh, I went live. I'm like, I'm going to go live. And so here we are. So it's really not a big deal. It's whatever. I didn't even know what to talk about. And then I talked to somebody else and they were like, just talk about whatever. Just talk about yourself. Just talk about life. Talk about things. Just talk about, I mean, whatever. I told you guys, like, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a police officer. I'm nothing. I'm just myself. I'm here. That's fine. I just want to hang out with you guys. I just want to BS and hang out. I'm not a liar. I'm not a bully. I'm nothing. I'm just myself. And that's it. So you either like me or you don't. And it's fine. I'm okay with both. Either way. Yeah, I'm just hanging out and chatting. And that's all. I mean, we can do cases. We can do whatever. You know what I really am is I'm tired. I'm hungry and I'm tired. That's what I am. Oh, Dawn Marie, bravo. James, I appreciate that. It takes a lot. I really love people that do this and that really stick to it and that are really good at it, And so for that, I'm like, lights, camera, action, for the people that really make a go of this and, they buy the things that they need or they save the money to do all the things, or the people that really start to cut up videos. And I'm like, wow, that's really, it's impressive to, start like when I first met Adam, I thought, I'm like, he's a brilliant guy and what a nice friend too, such a nice guy. And his work is great. And I said, you know what? He is such an amazing he does these great videos and he does these songs and he can narrate like a son of a bitch. And I said, you know what? He's going to go far. And he's growing his channel too. He's great to listen to. He goes on super late at night because he's on the West Coast, but man, does that boy can put together some really good videos. I mean, look at Ron. When Ron first came to this platform, he was sitting at the table. He was fumbling with his phone. Like, I mean, he was making all kinds of different things with his, his toys and things. And Joey was like, hey, come over to YouTube. Like, it was insane, and he just so happened to have, former NYPD law enforcement behind him. And so that really pushed him up the rankings. And there he went. And so here he's getting ready to hit almost 400,000 subscribers. He deserves it. He's a badass. There went, Ed Wallace right next to him. He's a badass. I mean, they both have the most decorated personalities. I mean, they got it going for them, and so they deserve it. They do so well. Joey does the most amazing commentating. He is a great podcaster. FAFO Sanders, he talks the talk. I mean, he sits there with his wife. They have bullshit conversations together. They talk. They're so good at it. I mean, it's so good to hear people do it. Listen, so many awesome moderators. It's just, listen, I just love to have a good conversation. I love to be able to sit amongst people and just watch people ask questions. And, this is not an easy thing, but it's an easy thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, coming to a platform to be able to talk is not an easy thing. And I watch some people do this and I'm like, girl, you ain't got it. But I'm not here to judge them. You guys are. The people that come to watch these channels. Like, I've watched some channels and I've moderated for some people and I'm just like, yeah, no, you ain't got it. But I'll still stay in the chat and I support them because I'm like, you know what? This is not easy. But then I go, you know what? But they're not a nice person. Like, but you know what? The people will, it's like that, what is it? America's Got Talent, or, the people that come on and they're singing, or, they're doing all the things. And I'm like, well, you know what? The people that are coming on that are voting and listen, the people will speak. And so that's what it is. Yeah, we have a great community where everybody comes together. And so that's what it is. The people will tell you if they want it or they don't want it. And so you either got it or you don't. And that's fine. Like, some people make it to Hollywood and some people don't. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and then I feel bad for the people that, they go out on a lamb chop and you're like, wait a second, reel it in, girl. Like, you're really, you're going off on the deep end a little bit, you're not really that great, or, you're really not a good person. Like, the community's kind of telling you not really good. Sanders, if you start a channel, it has to be something easy for you to do. Otherwise, you won't be motivated to continue. Right, exactly. Well, that's why when I had a couple of people ask me, like, what do you want your channel to be? And I said, you know what? If I have to figure out like what I want it to be, then I don't want to do it. And so that's why I said, you know what, I'm going to just do this. And, then I had another friend say to me, listen, Dawn, just hit the live button and just start talking because you are a good conversation person. And so just start talking and that's it. And just take the channel in whatever direction you go. And if there's people that want to hang out and talk, then fine. And if they listen, that's just what it is. Darling, I was terrified when I did my first live with Adam, but Adam supported me so much. And I know, listen, that's just what it is. There'll be people that will support you. They will get behind you. And I just remember years ago, Ron said to me, go live. You should make a channel. And I said, I ain't got it. He goes, you got it. I said, I ain't got it. Like, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a police officer. Like, I don't got it. And so, there's people that'll see things in you that you don't see yourself. And so you just got to do it. And then, it's just whatever. Did I know Duty Ron's going live? Yes, he is. He's going live in like 4 minutes. And then I'm going to be ending this in a little bit. So yeah, you guys definitely going to hop on over to his live. I appreciate you reminding me, Beamer. Thank you so much. I know. I always look forward to seeing his lives. Retired Irish detective. Yes, your channel's amazing too. You are also retired law enforcement, and I love it, from the NYPD. Your channel's amazing. You do a lot of outdoor things. Thinking for myself, listen, my personality, I appreciate that. I'm just myself. I come from a large family, and it's just what it is. Yeah, you want DC? How are you? Yeah, listen, we're all in this together. We're just small fish over here. We're just small fish in a big pond of all the things, right? NYPD is amazing, loving people. You know what? They are. I mean, there's just so many people that have so much to offer the internet that they need to offer themselves to help out. You know, it's like when Ed came around, I said, or Barbara Butcher. I mean, between Ed and Barbara, I was like, wow, these guys have so much knowledge to put forth. I mean, look at little Mike Colon. He's a badass podcaster too. I'm like, this little kid sits there and he interviews all of these retired police officers, and from the fire department. It's incredible. Karen Cole, good to see you. All right, guys, listen, I am going to end because I have so much to do tonight, and we're going to go over to see Duty Ron's live. And so, listen, from my house to yours, I want to wish you guys a happy Tuesday night. It is Tuesday, December 17th, and I want to see you guys over in Duty Ron's chat. So, again, thank you so much for coming over here, and I really appreciate you guys. So, see you there.
New York music, it makes her dance. She hears the music, here's her chance. A Brooklyn girl, that's Dawn Marie. She's sharing New York memories. See the city with Dawn Marie, and hanging Little Italy. R.I.P. South Factory. The real party is Kings County. The songs about music all around. That's where she found the Brooklyn sound. New York music, it makes her dance. She hears the music, here's her chance. Brooklyn music, she takes her stance. She hears the music, here's her chance. Her large Italian family, they taught her hospitality, empathy, humanity, and strength in her community. Her justice call, defiant tone, rings out from her Long Island home. New York music, it makes her dance. She hears the music, here's her chance. Brooklyn music, she takes her stance. She hears the music, here's her chance. She's so damn cool, so smart and quick. She's old school, this New York chick. Brooklyn music, she takes